I started doing reels probably 4 or 5 months ago. And for those of you who don't know what you're doing, neither did I. The best thing about reels is you don't have to post them. Like, you can delete them. You don't have to put them out there. So if you just want to practice and watch it yourself, you can do that without feeling like, oh no, it's going to go out there to everybody, because it's not live. It's something that you get to post after you do it. And it takes 90 seconds. You can do this in 90 seconds. So I'm just going to go through a few things on how to do it. It's very simple, I promise, because I like doing them now. So I do them on my phone. And the first thing you're going to find is that when you go to Facebook, up at the top, there's that thing. As soon as you get on Facebook on your phone, because I do reels on my phone, there's all the stories that come up, people's stories that are up there. If you look right beside that, there's a thing that says Reels. If you click on that, you will get this little thing right here at the beginning where it usually says create a story. It'll say create reel. All you have to do is click on that. Super simple. When you do that, this will come up, create a reel. And you can do different things with it, okay? You can use your camera. And when you use your camera, that's you. So you can, and it's just like taking a selfie. If you use the camera and you turn it on, you have whatever is in back of you, like if you're going to take a picture. If you flip it around, you get yourself. And that is just the easiest thing to do ever, okay? And then if you're gonna use pictures, and you can use pictures to do the whole reel. It doesn't matter how many pictures you use, you can select multiple, which is what it says right here. So you just click on them, and the order that you click on them in is how they come up on your reel, but you can move them. There's a little place at the bottom where you can move them and shuffle them around so you can get them in any order you want. So that part is super simple. After you get your picture, the one I'm showing you right now is a picture. I tried to figure out how to do the reel live on here tonight. I couldn't figure it out. Not there yet. So then you get all these choices over here on the side, okay? There's audio, text, effects, captions, stickers, and then you save it. And I'm just going to show you really quick on these slides the different choices and what happens when you click them. Because when you click them, nothing magical happens. You still have the chance to change it. You can, delete it. You can go back and start all over again. So that's why I like doing them. Because I like doing lives too, but some of the first lives that we ever did, I did a live with a stack of Bowls one time for a bingo, and I had somebody trying to help me, and we knocked the whole table over. It was great. There was no way to fix it, so we just laughed about it, went on about our business, and Pam's laughing because she was the person that knocked them all over. But it was fun, and it was a really good bingo that day. All right, so the first thing you get is to text up at the top. It says text. Then you have your choices of your fonts. You can do colors up here, and you just start typing. And when you type, most of my reels start out with something about 90 seconds, because I had somebody tell me that you need to, like Pam was saying, have some kind of thing that you always do on your reels or when you post. So most of my reels start my 90 seconds of your day, or the one I did today said the next 90, or my 90 seconds could change your life, because it was one of these about joining Tupperware, and I just use pictures. So you try to do your text, you can erase it, you can delete it, you can put it up again. So that's really simple too. I can't believe how simple they are and how scared I was to do them to start with. So I don't want you to worry about that. This is a really fun thing, and it's the speed of the reel. So you can do it just regular, and that's the 1X, and I use that for pictures and things like that. If I'm going to cook in a reel, I would use the 3 times. And that slows it down to the point where you can get everything done, and then the reel itself makes it 90 seconds. So you can start and stop at this little button right here. If you're making a recipe like Amy was tonight and you get to where you have to put it in the microwave, you can pause it. So you just click this button right here, you pause your reel, put it in the microwave. When it comes out in 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on what you're using, take it out and you just click that button again and your reel starts again from right there. So you don't have to do two, you don't have to, I had somebody ask me today, why do they cut off? Why when I'm watching something does it cut off and I can't see the rest of what they're doing? Reels are 90 seconds. They stop at 90 seconds. Now you can do a part two, but then people have to find it. A lot of people do them and you have to follow them to see the rest of the reel. I don't do that, probably more because I haven't figured it out yet than anything else, but I just like to do them and get it all in 90 seconds. I feel like if I'm watching something, I want to see it. I want to see it start to finish in 90 seconds. It's like when I look up a recipe online, I want to see the recipe. I love the fact that, you know, your grandmother and your aunt and everybody else had something to do with it. But if I need a recipe, I'm probably looking to make something and I'll read the story later. So I like that little button at the top that says go straight to recipe. So after you do your speed, then you can click the, I'll go back again so that I can see. All right, up here where it says audio. If you do audio, you can add music, and I'll show you what happens if you click that add music button. But if you do add voiceover, if you do a picture reel, you can talk through the whole thing. And you do add voiceover and you can talk then, so you don't have to talk while you're doing the reel, you can talk while it's going on and you see it playing while you're talking, so you know if what you're saying is going to match up with the reel or not, which is really nice. Okay, so if you click the add music, you get a whole list of music. And it's just kind of like going to YouTube Music or Pandora or anything else. You can search if you know what song you want, or if you know what artist you want to use, or you can just browse it and they have categories at the top if you want a holiday theme, or if you're looking for, like, a lot of times I do a lot of 60s music on my reels just because I like it, and they're usually pretty much feel-good songs and people will listen to that. If they start to hear the music, they'll think, oh, if nothing else, they want to hear the song, and that works for me too. And then after that, you can do effects. Now, effects is nothing more than filters, okay? I use the same one every time I go live. It's actually gotten kind of amusing. I use a thing, it's called, but you go down here, and if you click this more effects, you get a whole list of things you can do. Some of them are really weird, some of them are fun. I use this one right here. Those of you that know me can laugh at this. It's called Natural Beauty. It just makes my makeup look better, and people think I actually look like that. And if I use the same one every time, they really do think I look like that because I'm not switching it around. So that's just kind of a fun thing for me, and it makes me look better, and that's okay too. And then so now you've done your audio, your speed, your effects, and you can do this, like I'm going through it really fast, but it's right there. You can do it at your own speed. It's not anything you have to remember because they show you how to do it. Now, the one thing I have, this is my favorite thing. Okay, I love the music, but the timer, you can set the timer to start either 3 or 10 seconds after you click the little button at the bottom that makes it go. And that gives you enough time to walk away from your phone, get over behind whatever it is you're going to do live, and be ready to go. I usually do the 10 seconds in case I have to do something quick. And 10 seconds doesn't sound like a long time, but if you're already ready and you're waiting for it, it really is a little bit of time. So you can get a couple things done while you're waiting for that timer to go off. And it just gives you a minute, and it counts down for you on the screen, so you know where you're at with it. Okay, there is, and I have never used this, and actually I just started playing with it today. There's a thing at the bottom that says green screen, and you can literally be anywhere in the world in your reel. So if you're just going to talk, you can put yourself, you know, in San Francisco, you can go on an airplane, you can be at the beach, and it's just a fun thing to do to get attention, because what you want to do when you're doing the reels, the very first thing people see, they have to want to watch it. That's why so many of the popular ones have little kids in them, or puppies or kittens, because people watch those kind of things. So I don't do a lot that start with Tupperware products, because I would rather, now the one I did today, it has the kit and it has the canister set, but it also has me making a funny face with it, because that's an attention getter. If you just put up the picture of the Tupperware, they don't seem to get as many views. And we want views. If you're going to go to all the effort, you want to make sure that your effort's paying off. So make it fun, okay? This is, like I said, just do something goofy. I love to watch Joni and Dave's pictures, because they're just so real and they're so fun whenever they do things. So I'm trying to get a little bit better at that, but and then I did the picture first. I did the words on the picture, and then I added the picture to the reel. I didn't do this in the text in the reel. The text in the reel is on the first part of the screen. So if you want things written on your pictures, you want to do it first in Canva, or I use Photoshop, something. I use a really simple one because I haven't figured out Canva yet. So don't worry about it if you're not real techie, because there's just so many things you can do that you don't have to be, a computer guru to make this happen. And then the very last thing, it will say, describe your reel, and you can add hashtags. Make sure you add hashtags, anywhere from 3 to 5. Anything over that, and it kind of gets lost in the shuffle. When you go to put a hashtag in, if you use the same ones all the time, people will learn to look for that hashtag. The ones I use most of the time are hashtag my life, hashtag tough life, I use hashtag not a victim, and that's a whole other story, and hashtag enjoy the journey. Those are the ones I use all the time. And people do look for them after a while. You can add topics, you can tag a business partner, and all that means is, like, if you use somebody else's pictures and you feel like they should get credit for that and they're your friend, you can tag them in the reel, and it will let people know that they had something to do with your reel. You can earn money and you can have stars turned on yet. I have not gotten rich doing this, but I have the stars turned on just in case somebody decides they want to send me some money from the reel I'm doing. Make sure when you do your reel that they have a way to contact you, okay? You don't, if you're gonna let people share your reel, like other champions, you don't necessarily want to put your website on the reel, because and they have to catch it really fast anyway. But you can put message me, and that works for anybody. That's just kind of a friendly thing to do. If it's something you're doing that is just going to be exclusively for you, you can also put your website in the describe your reel part. Okay, you can put the link to your website in there, and people will see it. That is the end of that.
Pretty cool though, right, guys? Are you excited? I know I am. I think she's doing such a good job. When she's getting the attention of my kids, she's doing something right, because they're just like, they were like, Mom, Jenny's new videos are really good. And I'm like, awesome. I'm glad you're checking them out. I'm glad you're seeing them.